Hello everyone, welcome back to The Lord of the Rings, the SLOTRO edition. This is Gnarlrynae here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlrynae. Good girl. When last we left off, we were at Adso Haybanks camp here, having a few sound problems, but we've got that fixed. Actually, no, that we were having video problems here. We were over on Gnarlo having the sound problems. Hopefully everything is done now. Hoping everything is tied up. We've done a little test and everything looked like it was recording fine and the sound was good, and I'm sitting here and keeping my eye on that little red recording meter up there in that top corner. So hopefully everything's going to turn out fine. Now what we're going to do is we are going to head up that road right there into the old forest. We've got a couple of, see right there where we are, just up where below the Southern Horse Fields and just above the Bee and Barrow Downs. We're going to head into the old forest. We've got 3 quests to do in there. One to collect wolf pelts for, I believe, for Roger over there. Then we got the Shadow of Giants, where we got to collect, vines for, I think, Buckley. And then the grocer back there around the corner. There you go. Graham is wanting us to get the fresh springs. So we are going to work on getting... You got another quest, or is that the one? Looks like you might have... Nope, that's the one, the Shadow of Giants. I couldn't tell with your icon showing that you're a merchant. I couldn't tell whether you had that little feather through your ring or not. Uh-oh. He got one. No, that's just his stable master thing. Okay, so yes, we're gonna go into the old forest here, get this done before the servers come down today. They are dropping again today for a maintenance from about 7 to 10. I think they said it was, but that's fine because I'll be at work. I'm in the 3rd of my 4 days of my weekly having to put up with being a daytimer mess at the hospital. So once that's out of the way, I can get back to being a night shifter again, and we'll really enjoy it. It's a nice break. It's nice to get a break from not taking care of patients, and nice to really get a break. The biggest part of the niceness is not having to chart on patients, but getting up to be at work at a little after 7 every morning, that's just not nice. That's not nice at all. I don't understand how daytimers do it. I've probably told y'all before, I have been a night shifter. Gloomwings, nope. And I'm thinking we're gonna have to kill the Gloomwings. I wonder if there will be any wolves because it's in the middle of the night here. That's going to make it more difficult if they've pretty much all turned into bats because of that. Because I can remember killing wolves right along through here. So I've told y'all before, I've been a night shifter for right at 30 years now. So it has been the experience, let me tell you. Let us go there. I'm going to send Bobo in to attack. That won't take long. Yep. Alright, collected a tough vine from the old forest. That would be in the Shadow of Giants. Tough vine. Though really not a vine, these roots are strong like vines and will last a very long time, making them incredible lashings for permanent structures. Okay, fantastic. So all we got to do is knock out a bunch of the creeping oat roots here. And that's going to be how many of those? 20. 20 creeping oat roots. Shouldn't be too hard to come up with. In the meantime, hopefully, find some wolves as well. I think, as I said, I think they're going to be the difficult ones. I think that all these shrieking gloom wings here would normally have been wolves. We will do what we can to take them out as we go. Okay, collected a wolf pelt. And what do the wolf pelts look like? A thick wolf pelt. All right, that was easy enough. Okay. Now, I'm wanting to say, thick wolf pelts ask you to help repel the wolves, bringing their pelts as evidence of your work. Okay, I was thinking there was another quest where we were after the wolves because of them having killed that milk cow, but it's the same one. It's the same one where we are getting rid of the oops, there we go, and there's one of our first warped oaks. One of the first ones who sit there and in the old days would attack you just for getting close. Nowadays, I do believe that they do not do that any longer. If I'm remembering correctly, it's been a little while since I've been down in here, but if I remember correctly, they're angry. It may be, some of them may be, on an aggro type of thing. If you stay too close too long type of thing. But in the old days, yeah, the forest trees would just attack you for getting too close to them. What level is that? That is a level 17. He is a full level above us. Let's see. If we get close enough to him, what's his reaction? None. None at all. That is a disappointment. In the past, they did attack you for either on sight, or they would attack you for getting close to them and staying too close to them. So things like the Angerwood here, you had to run through pretty darn fast in order to make it through it without getting your lunch handed to you. Okay, 5 of 20. So you see what I'm going to do? I'm going to continue taking out these creeping oak roots and looking for 4 more wolves. And when we accomplish those, we will rejoin you, and then we will go looking for that spring. All right? So let me keep looking for the things we've got to hunt down, and I will see y'all again in just a little while. We are closing in on the last couple of creeping oak wood. You see where they are. That's the other thing about down in here. They're all right down in here, all around the warped oaks that are down here. Every one has got like 2 roots next to it. And that's part of it that made this part so dangerous, was having to get right down in here in the middle of these trees, because as I said, back then they aggroed on you. You couldn't just walk up to them and stay safe like we are right now, where they don't even growl at you or anything. Back then, you had to get right down here to get them. They would aggro and attack you when you got too close or stayed too close. And remember, back then, you didn't have this little loot bag down here. So after you killed them, even if you were killing them at range like I was, if you wanted to collect the goods from them, you had to go all the way down there and pick up the goods, which meant you had to get right down in there amongst the trees. So yeah, that particular quest in itself has gotten so much easier because of just that reason right there. The fact that the trees no longer attack you. Number one, the fact that you can get right down in the middle of them. You don't have to, you can get down in there and get the oak roots without ever having to get your hands dirty, as it was. All right, that's the way back out of the forest to the north, so we're going to go this way. We've got a couple more. Wolf pelts. One more wolf pelt we got to get our hands on. And we're going to head along here. If I remember this northern part of the forest here, we've kind of got to get into the whole... I'm going to pull up the map and show y'all where we are. As you see, we came down this way, and this is where we were down here in the Angerwood. Let's see, have we got notes and all turned on? Yeah. What was that? That's Bald Hill, so we're way over here. We're on the same level as Bald Hill. But we've got a bit of a disconnect between us, I do believe. And the creeping oak roots would usually attack you as well. I think that's the way it was. The trees were just naturally aggro. The trees were like wolves. They would attack you as soon as you got too close. The creeping oak roots had their bit of aggro on them in that they would attack attack you if you stayed too close. They were like bears, the way that bears will growl at you and that sort of thing. But if you stay too close to them, they will attack you. All right, I've hit a dead end here. So let's come around and go down. Got all the roots we need. Now, once again, we just need another wolf. To fend our way through all the spiders here. I don't mind it. I'm sure there is a quest that we've got, or deed. I'm sure there's a deed we have to kill X number of spiders in the forest. And I'm also sure that there's also, and in fact I know there's one for taking out Tom Naughty Corner. Okay. I know there's one for, using our stick. That's when we like getting up close in battle. Use our stick, because we got, 600 times we have to attack with it or something in order to get the quest. Tom Naughty Corner. So we're down in here in a spider-ridden area. We are still trying to get up and around. And to the whoops, there we go. We got into an area of creeping roots here, didn't we? There you go, Bobo. Glad you could be joining us. I don't think I am down in an area that I really wanted to be in. Did not want to get down in Tom Naughty Corner. I think we've been here once before. Sure, we've been down here once before whenever we were looking for, remember, the source of the evil, when we were after that warped tree for the hobbits in the Brandywine there. Ah, but there we are. No, maybe we didn't go to Tom Naughty Corner, because there's another flower. We have found another one of the Entwise flowers. We will go ahead and pull it up. Let me show you on the map where we are. So you see where we are there in Tom Naughty Corner. Surprised these places aren't named on the map, but Gnarlrynae's flower. Let's go ahead and collect her, and be very careful that we're not right-clicking on the oak there, because it is right underneath the warped oak. So if you're not on the right one and you right-click, you're going to attack it. Got her. Okay, Gnarlrynae. Let's pull up the quest. Power and wisdom. Nope. Let's see. It's not that. It's Eriador. Is it Breland? I'm thinking that Breland. Okay. Flowers of the Old Forest is what I'm wanting to say. There you go. So we have now discovered 1, 2, and 3 of them. Got 5 more to go. You have discovered the flower of Gnarlrynae, an Entwife of old. It was she who was foremost in the arts of nurturing the young, that they might achieve their potential in the fullness of time. Not one seed did she plant, nor youthful mind touch, that did not come to fruition, unless it was struck down by unfortunate fate. Such was her understanding of the arts of cultivation and teaching. As with her sisters, she chose to become part of the old forest, that it might endure the encroachment of darkness and evil throughout the years, so the folktales say anyway. Okay. So there you go. We found Gnarlrynae's flower. 5 more to go. We are going to continue to see if we can get through this blasted area of spiders here. Can you imagine doing this in the old days, whenever the spiders, you were engulfed in spiders, and every single one of these creeping oak roots would start attacking you because you're standing here too close to them? You know, you're standing right here and you're aggroing them. And then, can we squeeze through there? We can. Look at there, that little bit of a thing right there. Squeeze through it. Oops. What did we aggro? Another forest spider. Can you imagine that? Like I said, fighting those things and having to work your way through the spiders with the creepers orienting on you, the creeping roots aggroing on you. Nice, another corpse. Lots of corpses. Fortunately, they're all of men. You don't find any corpses of hobbits in here. At least I've never come across one. So, where are we at? Have we wandered back down into the Angerwood, perhaps, on the other side of it? Or have we just gone back into this? Is this the exit road once more? Hard for me to keep track. Alright, let's take the biter out again. Okay. Still looking for one more wolf. And then say yes, we're back to the road out of here. Let's travel along here, see if we can find one more wolf. Yep, here we go, the Angerwood. We can find one more forest hunter or forest outcast. We can then get that part of the quest done. We've gotten our building materials. And then we will see if we can go and find those springs. So I'm going back to hunting wolves, and we'll let you know when we get there. As you notice, I've had to put the stone of the tortoise back in my pocket. I was paying attention. There's the wolf we're looking for. I was paying attention, but I got one or two that slipped by me, and we almost dinged up to level 16. I mean, level 17. We managed to catch it right in time there. There's our 5 wolf pelts. Now, let's see if we can find that fresh spring. Follow, Bobo. I know it's along the upper parts. In fact, I'm thinking, let us plunge down into the Angerwood and come up the other side of the Angerwood. This was a route that back in the day I wouldn't have taken. As I say, because it would have been tough. Would not have taken this particular route because it's not that, I mean, they're level 17s. They would have been tough fights. I would imagine that they might very well have overwhelmed me. It would have been a good deal of downtime in between them anyway. But the biggest part being is that it just would have been slow coming through here. Having to fight every root, having to fight almost every tree. It would have been a pain in the tuchus. Okay. Now, right up there is where we are trying to get to. That is the spring that we are looking for. So I'm trying to think, have we got to go? Can we get there from here? Are we going to have to go back through Tom Naughty Corner? All right, here's a path that we weren't on before, so that is going to help. Paths are always good. Paths are signs that quite possibly Tom Bombadil has been through this way, so that's good. That's always nice. Now, are we heading in the right direction? I think we are. Okay, let's see if we can go down through here. Yes, there it is. There it is. That is the freshwater spring we are looking for. You see how beautiful it is? There's a strange, beautiful woman standing near the spring. We've reached Goldberry Spring. Now you know why Tom has his paths through here. Here's the beautiful Goldberry, Tom's wife. And how much hope does she give us? How much hope is she pumping out? Which one is it? Right there. She's pumping out 7. So you can just imagine how the hobbits reacted to her. Hope strengthens your limbs. 103 damage dealt and +5 maximum morale. Let's talk to Miss Goldberry. Searching for fresh springs.
I bid you welcome, wanderer in the wood.
You have come a long way for water, and into danger you do not know. It is true the water of my pool is the sweetest, and I will gladly share, but the forest is wild and untamed, unfriendly to those who do not belong. Take this bucket and draw from my pool. Unless your friends drink too greedily, this will last far longer than water from the wells of Bree. Be wary of your journey back to the road, lest the forest trap you. My Tom is the master, but he is about his business and may not come to save you. Fare you well. All right. If you remember, she was one of the ones that she's got her sister who's over there just outside of Breetown. Remember, her sister is there near the Yellow Tree, just south of, not Breetown, just outside of, is it Combe? Combe or Stock? Not Stock. Combe, Archet, and Blah. And it's Blah, and I can't remember the name of it now. The third little hobbit town there on... Oh, that's Bree. Those are the three hobbit towns on the other side of Bree. Okay. Getting all confused here. But right down there at the Yellow Tree, just this side of the Midgewater Marshes, that's where you find her sister, standing by her pool. The first of the river daughters that we came across. Let's talk to her about flowers of the old forest.
Bid you welcome, wanderer in the wood.
Greetings, Gnarlrynae. You have seen an unusual breed of flower that grows within the depths of the old forest. Their origins are most unusual. As the old tale goes, 8 Endwives came into this forest from the distant south many years ago, and took shelter here beneath the boughs of the old forest. But darkness was everywhere in the lands in those times, and Tom thought it wise that the sisters should pass into the heart of the forest, where no evil might reach. The flowers I speak of mark the places where each of the Entwives disappeared into the weave of the forest, and it is possible to understand their nature in those places. Only Tom knows when or if they will ever awaken from their slumber, and he will not tell even me. Well, you know, every husband has to have their secrets. Let's get this bucket of spring water here. And as you see, we do have a bit of a timer on it. Now, the route we are trying to get, let's see, are we going to go up this way? Yeah, we're going to go up this way. We're going to try and avoid all these snarling wolves. And we're going to try to continue along the path to the north. If we can weave our way through all these weavers and spiders and all here. We are wanting to go right up, I believe, this way. You have to be careful if you get attacked or you do too much of a, too big of a fall or something like that. It will cause you to like lose the bucket. So we don't want to jump down from this side. Let's see if we can get, will this one do it? Oh, I'm worried. Whoop, we'll see here in a second, won't we? Okay, we made it. That's the route we were looking. And it has really slowed us down. There we go. That was the route I was looking for. That is probably the quickest and easiest route out of the old forest there whenever you're with her. And the area that she is. Now we just have to make our way back to Adso's camp. As long as you don't get attacked by anything, don't draw the aggro of the bears or the wolves, you should be able to do it okay. It's just a matter of, once again, weaving your way along the side of the forest here. The other way delivers you more directly. It might be quicker. I mean, it might be shorter, as it were, going back the way that we came, because you also got it leads you into the road that drops you right back off, what they call it, the East Forest Road. Drops you off right back there at Adso's camp again. But being shorter is not necessarily quicker, because you're also having to dodge through all the gloomwings and the wolves, depending on the time of the day, and the trees and the roots. Although the trees and the roots don't make hardly any bit of difference anymore now that they no longer aggro on you. But you might have to dodge a couple spiders along the way. And we did. Okay. We are getting up here. I see the folks that are wanting us to get the various... I think the first one here goes to Graham. Yep, you brought the water back to Graham. Thank you for this water. It is very much needed. Awesome. Okay, let's talk to him. See what he has to say about it.
This is intolerable.
Thank you, Gnarlrynae. You have saved us a good deal of time and trouble. I'll not waste more of your time with this. If we need more, I will send my hunters out to the spring. Take this as payment for your efforts. I must get back to work. Okay, any of them stuff we can use? Those aren't. Bregdale, nope. They are all vendor trash for us. It's 232, 479. Okay, I know which one we're going to take. Boom. Okay. Now, let's go over here to Roger. Talk to him about the wolf pelts.
This is intolerable.
A lot of people are very intolerable over here. I don't think they know exactly what that means. These are very fine indeed. Oh yes, I believe I owe you a reward. Let's see, Hawkling staff. Nope, Brace Girdle staff was better, so we're going to keep Brace Girdles. But it's the most expensive, so let's take it. It'll be our vendor one. Let's see what it looks like. How pretty is it? We've seen this one. Nice staff that shot on either end. Let's see what that one. That one is... it's quite nice too. But this one has a little more detail in it, and it's just a better staff. So we're going to keep that. This will be our vendor trash area we're building up right here. So we've got those out of the way. Remember, he still wants us to go kill bear pelts as well. And then we need to bring our vines over here to Buckley, the provisioner. In the shadow of giants.
How can I be of service?
Good work! These will do exactly as I expected. We can use these to lash together the beams we need for as long as this place will stand. Thank you for your work. And we get all of those. Nice. No choices to be made. All right, fantastic. Let's go back over here and stand next to Adso. Let's get rid of Bobo for a few. Bye-bye, Bobo. You've been a good and a valuable servant. Okay, so that's where we're going to leave off for the day. And we are almost done here. I don't think we have to go back into the old forest again for any of the folks here at Adso's. We are almost through with Adso's camp. We just need to go and collect those bear pelts. And does Adso have something he wanted?
Is there something I can do
Yes,
for you?
Adso's got the outlaws. We haven't quite finished off all the outlaws yet, have we? So we'll have to bring it. So next time, we are going to go up there, kill the outlaw leader, the brigand leader, and collect some bear pelts along the way because they're all in that area. And then I think we will be through with Adso's camp. Adso's encampment and most of the old forest for a while. So there you are. That's where we're going to leave it off. Thank y'all for coming along. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. And in the meantime, we're going to ponder when we're going to get another episode up. So we will see you next time, and bye-bye.